Now that's well seen too. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And the counter-attack could be on here for Croatia. And he has been fouled there. And he's going to have his name taken. And he's in on goal. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Rijkaard attempts a clearance. Great defending, strong and determined. And now they can spring out of defence.
There will be 1 minute added time.
That's good running with the ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Now it's Mbappe. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Corinthians leading 1-0 at the break.
Substitution for Croatia. Number 11, Neymar. Ibrahimovic.
Here we go again.
Coming on the field.
Corinthians really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Substitutions taking place.
Corinthians do appear to have made a half-time change.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Nicely weighted ball. And this is Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Messi.
Haaland really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Vigo has it in a wide position. Has crossed in. He's got two! Really well taken goal. They are right back in business.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Substitution.
Time for a change in personnel. Croatia grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong...
Figo is on his own. Real chance! Goal! Croatia! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Croatia get themselves into the lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Royce is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Corinthians perhaps contemplating their next change here. Robertson. Pirlo. And it's Messi. Played out towards the right wing. Now the delivery. Climbs up big! Oh, it rattles the bar! Royce. Now it's Vieri. Figo. He has found the way through. Mbappe.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match. Corinthians really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Conte. Del Piero. And the counter is on. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side.
Corinthians really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Figo. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Rijkaard. Well, they could break here. That is good alertness. Out to the right. Figo. Ball driven towards the far post. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Challenged just a bit on the firm side.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Looking for the run. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, this looks sharp. Haaland. Oh, well played, well played.
Substitution for Croatia, number 7.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 10, Messi. Number 88, Pirlo. Coming on the field, number 13.
Probing pass. Ronaldinho.
Ronaldinho!
Ronaldinho! Has there ever been the like? That is a gem! An absolute gem! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike! How smart was that? Such a delicate finish.
Yeah, the keeper was thinking about his angles, and Loft just took him out of the equation. Elementary.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
And a chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. So now the difference is 3. Now, can they get him away? Robertson. And here's Torres. Lovely. And he's had a hit! And the referee brings it to a close. Corinthians illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing. Your reflections then, Jim?
Corinthians desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So that's got things underway. How are you reading this formation, Jim Beglin?
Well, if you want to secure a clean sheet, Peter, this is a very good way of going about it. It adds discipline and lends a stubbornness to that midfield, which can stifle opposition attempts to play through, and it takes a lot of pressure off your defence, of course. Forces longer passes through the aerial route. So, all things considered, that extra layer across midfield is highly, highly effective.
It's a searching pass. Baresi can get it clear.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And here's Del Piero. Oh, well played. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I've been hugely impressed with what I've seen.
On the finish! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Cannavaro. Del Piero. Tries to pass it through. And he's well positioned here. There's a no-nonsense tackle. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Del Piero. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters, and
Pele gets... and he shoots! Scholes. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Probing pass, Baresi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Del Piero. Now it's Pele. Now it's Messi. Cannavaro. Neymar. And it's Royce. Scholes is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Good ball over the top. Oh, nicely intercepted. Rijkaard. And it's Bellingham.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Messi looking to run onto it. Neymar. Decent progress down the left. And here's Royce. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He's onside. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Royce is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Now that's a lovely exchange. Neymar. It's Bellingham. Cannavaro pulls off an exemplary piece of defending.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Conte. No outsmarting him this time. Played into space. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And this is Pele driving through the middle. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Now it's Vieri. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Neymar. Now it's Royce. Now it's Del Piero. Del Piero. Oh, good read. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, Peter, there's only one team in it. They might not have made the most of their chances so far, but I see no signs of frustration creeping in. Maybe a bit of fine-tuning during the break, and they should get their reward in the second half.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And the second half gets underway.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
And Royce! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corinthians with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Finds himself unceremoniously floored. Gremio are looking to go forward now. Kante picks it up out wide. Now that's a fine challenge. Neymar. Oh, it's come loose. Neymar. Del Piero. Oh, nice one too, very nice. Del Piero! Alessandro Del Piero, another ice-cool goal!
And you know, this could well prove to be a pivotal moment in the match too. One of the star names scoring an absolute cracker to change the complexion of this second half. In front once more and with momentum.
What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
So we have our breakthrough.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Henderson did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And Del Piero! Neymar. Not the most accurate pass. Rijkaard being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
And he's managed to get free. Now it's Pele, closing in on goal. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Rijkaard. Corinthians are leading here through the only goal of the game, scored early in the second half. And the score is 1-0. Baresi. No, that's been intercepted. And it's Messi. Now that looks a decent ball. He's being urged to shoot. Corner then. That's a lovely, neat pass.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Jordan Henderson.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And he plays one through. Gets his head on it! No mistake! Gremio are back in business! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Gremio are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Substituição no time do Grêmio. Camisa 18, camisa 13.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Kaka has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. Messi, and he's had a hit! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Thinks about the shot, and the shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Now it's Cruyff. Pass is just off target.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
And they've switched it over to the other side.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Just 5 minutes remaining now. Beckham.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
This is it then, now or never. Aimed beyond the defence. Torres looking to get on the end of this. Oh, that's fabulous. He's had a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Beckham. And the number on the board is 3. Spread it left. Cruyff. Oh, he's been caught napping. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. Desperate defending required here. And it's been taken short. Beckham, deep cross. And here's Kaká! And they've got rid. And that is that. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was...
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. The great team, the people's team. That is what Corinthians have come to be called over the years. And this, of course, is the ultimate sanctuary for those who only see black and white. We have already started here. Serginho, now he is quick.
Rapid, Peter, absolutely rapid.
I suppose if there was such a thing as a model Brazilian fullback, he'd be pretty close to it, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you don't win all those honours at club and international level without doing something right.
Royce. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Serginho. And it's Kimmich. Probing pass. Takes a shot! What a wonderful goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Udinese are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. Del Piero. Oh, this is a terrific run. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried. Neymar ready to try one. Looking to widen the gap even further here. Neymar!
We all love a trier, Peter, but the wiser choice would have been ball into box.
Carvajal is one whose deliveries we all know about. Eder Militao. Lookman. And he's being shifted off it. Corinthians leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Neymar. Now it's Vieri. Lookman. And that's put paid to a promising move. And here's Vieri. Conte. And it's Royce. Neymar charging forward, the ball at his feet. That's good defending, very good defending. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. It's Vieri! Oh, it's come off the upright. Oh no, this does not look good. Oh, that's neat. Vieri stood his ground. Vieri! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Serginho. Now it's Mbappe. Lookman. Oh, sweet feet. And he shoots! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught napping. Tries the cut back. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And he's there to retrieve it.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
It's Vieri! Sticks it away! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Corinthians are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
The turning of the...
Great chance! They've scored! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Carvajal did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Carvajal gets it away. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. And it's Del Piero. Passes short and sharp. Lookman. Now it's Yamal. Carvajal. Tries to play it through. He's in space and looking for options. That's tidy. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And we have our very first corner. Somewhat off target.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de
And
acréscimo.
reclaimed it in a trice. Scholes is the team's great visionary. That's been cut out, well played. And it's Serginho. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Corinthians head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. So we're just settling back into this second half. Baresi. Cannavaro. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Vieri. Carvajal. Kukçu. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lookman. Now it's Vieri. And here's Royce. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Royce. And that is a little undercooked. Whatever he had in mind, that... Scholes! Scholes! That's brilliant! A finish of true class! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
I just thought that was going to hit the outside of the post for a moment there, but it just curled enough to catch the inside for a very good strike.
So the lead now is 2.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's...
Oh no, what has happened here? That's a foul, no two ways about it. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Udinese are down to 10 men.
Substituição no time do Corinthians. Camisa 13, Neymar. Sai para a entrada do jogador, camisa 6. Teremos uma substituição.
Udinese making consecutive changes here. Well, that is the number we all wanted to see. What a sight this is.
Well, I find it a little surprising he was on the bench to start with, Peter, but listen, I'm still excited to see him in action.
Kimmich did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Mbappe, and he's managed to get free, and that has left him in a heap. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle, so the perfect chance to get one back. Ronaldinho! It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Corinthians perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Eder Militao. Ronaldinho, can he get it through? Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Played back in, Rafinha. Diogo Costa breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Van de Ven. And it's Carvajal. And Jamal. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And a chance! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Nothing wrong with the idea, inches away.
Rijkaard. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. Rafinha. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And no, that was never going to make it. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
In towards the back stick. And it's Del Piero. Jamal. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Mbappe.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Robertson spots it and intercepts. Del Piero. Carvajal. Ball played for Lookman. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Rijkaard. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Baresi. And it's Rijkaard. Some really good ball movement. Good chance here! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Del Piero has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
He's not played the ball, that's a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Substituição no time do Corinthians.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Camisa 14.
Ronaldinho.
Camisa 17.
Kimmich.
Camisa 9. Deixando o campo para a
Oh, that's a
entrada
key
dele.
interception.
Camisa 11.
Rafinha.
Camisa 8.
This is the time you need that pace.
And he was
Camisa
quick to react.
17. Substituição.
And the number on the board is 3.
Minutos de acréscimo.
And it's Ronaldinho. Oh, some tackle that. Not too much more here than... And that is as far as it goes. Corinthians can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more results driven as they went about their business in an efficient... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Christian Abbiati in goal today. Just another example of a great Italian stopper. My goodness me, they've produced a few.
They have, and like some of the current crop, he's someone who's starred at the top level since his teens, Peter. Also proved himself to be a symbol of longevity and consistency.
Saliba with a definite fell there. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Bullet really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And no, that was never going to make it. Tries from a long way out. And it's Del Piero. Good effort from distance. Nedved. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Not the most accurate pass. Saliba. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
Nedved. And it's Maicon. Over to the left. Oh, it's Van Basten. That's been slipped through. Up he goes! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corinthians with the corner, they're first. And a chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Worth a try, but not this time.
That's unlucky. The idea was really smart for me, and he's had a good go at it.
Rui Costa can so cleverly bypass the press. Scholes. Good running, strong, and it's Scholes! And this is Royce. He's had a shot! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. And it's Del Piero. And now they can spring out of defence. So still waiting for the first breakthrough here, but it has been a pretty open start.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
Nedved, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher.
Corinthians clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Now it's Hazard. Rui Costa! Oh, it's come off the upright. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Decent progress down the left. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Well, yet another interception, and
It scores! And he's had it nicked away. Referee has just said play on. Hullet constantly looking for the ball into the box. Driving forward. Rui Costa. This is promising. Nedved. Maicon. Maicon's cross. Royce. Del Piero. And it's Van Basten. Oh, easy pickings there. Baresi. Played into space. Bale charging forward, the ball at his feet. And he's picked it up out wide. Rui Costa. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How would you review the first half?
yeah, it's a half that's had a limp finish after a decent start, so the manager has to re-energise and re-enthuse his players to come back out pumped.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. That gets things going for the second half. So the first half brought no goals. And here's Neymar. He has found a way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Baresi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Azar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Aimed beyond the defence. Cannavaro cuts it out. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. That's a good run down the left.
Oh, really well played.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Serves up a cross. Now the ball's gone astray. Baresi gets it away. It could be... Decent chance! Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. And it's Rui Costa. Hullet. Oh, super ball! Now, who's going to be first to this? It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Saliba. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. And Neymar. Del Piero. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Hullet. It's Rui Costa. Royce gets a foot in here. And this is Vieri. Oh, sweet feet. away! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Gullit could try cutting inside here. Royce. Knocks it into space. And he's surging through. Oh. And Del Piero! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Now it's Del Piero. Now it's Neymar. It's anyone's ball now. Might be danger here. Nedved. Maicon. And it's Gullit. And he's been shifted off it. Now that looks a decent ball. And he's managed to get free.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Substituição no time do Corinthians.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Camisa 5, camisa 18.
And it's Nedved.
Campo para a entrada de
Michael.
camisa 7, camisa
Raul.
99.
Good ball, good take.
Vinicius
Junior! Hazard. Royce. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. A probing pass. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Messi. And he stands tall, impenetrable. And here's Torres. Corinthians have their second corner now. Royce with the short one. Out of play for a throw.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
He shifted it to the flank. Now, can they get him away? Oh, he's found support out wide. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
And Messi! Oh, yes, it's there! And that might well be that! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Corinthians take what looks to be a decisive lead. And that will be it. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Messi picking up the man of the match. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And that gets things running. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this lad, Pau Kubarsi, is another defender schooled in the art of total football. I mean, the strength is...
And a chance! Goal! Barcelona! The ideal start!
The perfect show of intent. Great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Rafinha swung over. De Jong. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Pedri. That is ended up in no man's land. Vieri. Rijkaard. Out to the left it goes. Dani Olmo. And it's Pedri. He is starved of space and time. Crosses it in. It's in! And it's Pedri. Dani Olmo. This looks promising. He's found a way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
And here's Lewandowski.
Corinthians really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Dani Olmo charging forward, the ball at his feet. Now it's Del Piero. He's had it taken off him. Now it's Lewandowski. Played back in. And he's chosen to go back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Cannavaro. Distributed tidily. Lewandowski. Scholes. Del Piero is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Now, can they get him away? And he plays one through. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Scholes.
Such good technique.
He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, that's superb. Rice! Loose ball now, and there's a change. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Yamal looks to the other side. Now it's Rafinha. He'll try to keep this alive. De Jong. And it's Olmo. Balde has it out wide and in space. Now then, the ball's come loose. And here's Rafinha. Royce. Neymar. Corinthians are looking to break at pace. Knocks it into space. Del Piero is on. Del Piero! Wonderful from Del Piero! About as smooth as it gets. Corinthians are back in business. That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. Neymar. And the counter is on. Looking to play him in. That ball looks a good one. Gets good distance on it. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not...
Vieri! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Corinthians with the corner, they're first. And this is Vieri. Shot a goal! Superb from Vieri! Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
And the first 45 minutes are up. Corinthians come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. And we are up to the break.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Corinthians head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. So off we go once more. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Royce. Might be danger here. It's Vieri! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Good reason for optimism here. Royce with the short one. Del Piero! In he goes again. That's a half-decent try.
Vieri certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Vieri. Oh, shooting chance! And the ball is out of play. They're urging him to shoot. Takes a shot! Oh, taken with style. And there's the goal they've been looking for. A momentary lapse exploited with glee.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Corinthians take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. He's shapes to shoot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Del Piero really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
And that means just one thing: match ball.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
So now the difference is 3.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Baresi. Scholes. Cannavaro. Royce, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Now Neymar. It's not an especially good pass, that. And it's Royce. Great run on the overlap here. Del Piero picks it up out wide.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Corner number 3 coming up.
El dorsal 10, el dorsal 9, el dorsal 11, el dorsal 21.
They've played it short.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 16.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And now they can spring out of defence.
El dorsal 6.
Fermin. Koundé. And that's going up front in a hurry. Pedri. Fermin. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And it's Gavi. And they've got a throw. Koundé. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Del Piero. Rijkaard. And it's Scholes. Gavi. It's Pedri. Pinches it off him. Pedri really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
It's a promising position. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Royce. Well, that is one way to stop him. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Looking for the run. He's in plenty of space here.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And here's Ferran Torres. Now this could be a chance. Deep cross. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Del Piero. Pau Kubasi makes the interception. Pedri. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Baresi. Scholes. Conte. Looking for options for movement. Now it's Ferran Torres. Nicely spread. And he's managed to get free. Chance, surely! He's scored! And they are right back within touch! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? He's through. Decent chance! It's in! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to...
And we're done. Corinthians have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it.